Hey, good morning Internet, everybody watching online. This is Blind Justice on the streets of Aberdeen, Washington, sitting out front of City Hall. Once again, this is day 34 of our peaceful protest, Resting is Not a Crime. And I'll just briefly recap why the protest is going on and why the title, Resting is Not a Crime, in case people are just now tuning in. 35 days ago, the City Council here passed an ordinance 6626, which criminalizes sitting down or lying down on public sidewalks in the downtown area here. So it's now a crime to sit down or lay down on the public sidewalk here in Aberdeen in the downtown area. So obviously those two positions for the human body, sitting or lying down, are restful positions, right? There's a number of reasons why somebody would want to sit or lie down, no matter where they are. And there's only a few exemptions in the ordinance that says it's okay. Like if you're dying, you can sit down. You can have a medical emergency. If you're in a wheelchair, you can sit down. If you're watching a parade or an event, or you're part of a demonstration, or you're at a sidewalk cafe, which we have a few here in town, or if you're at one of the city-provided benches or benches provided by an establishment for city public use. So that's it. And we only have a handful of those, and it's only on a couple streets. This street, Market Street, that I'm sitting on, and then Broadway. Like, other than that, there aren't benches except for bus stops, and not all the bus stops have benches. So if you're out walking around, you get tired, or you have a cramp, or for any reason you want to sit down and hang out or talk with somebody in this city, you're now breaking the law. So we are protesting that because it's a violation of your rights. Good morning. And we, it's a day 34 of our peaceful protest. And wanted to talk about being informed, because a lot of people, we've been going door to door last week with the petition. A lot of people aren't informed, that don't know what, had no idea this ordinance passed, don't know what's going on with the city council, the mayor. And so they have websites. We'll probably post a link on this video for the city's website, and you can find some information there. It's not up to date. We've been pointing that out to them, trying to get their information up to date. But they post their agendas for city council meetings, which is coming up tomorrow night at 7:15. So if you want to sit down on a city council meeting, you can come here where I'm at. This is 200 East Market Street, and sit in on the city council meeting. There's a chance for you to speak, members of the public. A few chances at the beginning. If there's agenda items, you can look at the agenda beforehand, and they have hard copies usually here during the day. Whenever they get them printed out, you can review the agenda, see if there's anything that you want to speak on. So at the very beginning, you can speak on that, and then at the very end, there's a chance to speak on whatever you want. Just public comment period can be on anything. So yeah, that's tomorrow night at 7:15 here at City Hall. There's a few other committee meetings going on the next couple of days. I think today at 4 p.m. there's a meeting. One of the committees meets. Gonna try to be in on that, record it for you guys, maybe stream it live. And then there's two tomorrow night, 6 p.m. there's a finance meeting, and then at 6:30 there's a public safety meeting. So we'll try and get in on those two, just so the public knows what's going on, what the city officials are doing. And then these are ways you can be informed, right? You can tune into the channel, you can come out yourself, go sit in on a meeting or two, record it, ask questions, voice your opinion, say, hey, no, I don't agree with you raising our taxes, I don't agree with you taking our rights away, and then propose. You can propose things, bring proposals, say, hey, I propose that we do this or that, we could build in this area or this area. So yeah, that's options for you to be informed on what the city's doing. And then as far as other forms of information and being informed, libraries across the street here They're a great resource. There's a video we did on the page somewhere where Stephanie, the manager there, lays out a whole bunch of services that they offer. They have different events going throughout the summer. One of them is Library in the Park. I think it happens like every day, 11:45. You just go on their website and you can see what park they're hosting it at today and tomorrow. But then other forms of being informed, because I've talked with several business owners downtown, actually a lot of them, and employees of these businesses, and it's a mixed bag. So it's mixed opinions on the ordinances. Some of them support it, some of them don't support it. So some have signed our petition, which is great. But we've had discussions on either side, like whether they support it or not, right? And some of those things that come out of the discussions, so a guy yesterday, a business owner who didn't support the petition, who supported the ordinance, was talking about the population of people on the street, and was speaking down about the population and using some crass words to describe people on the street. And good morning. And I asked him outright, like, so have you actually engaged with these people and had discussions and talked to them to find out their story or find out the situation? And he said no. So that is a resource available to you every day. Other people, right? People that you may be making judgments about or prejudge before talking with, come out and talk to people on the street. I'm one of them. I'm sitting out on the street, like out on the sidewalk. You want to come talk to me and discuss your ideas or some ideas that I've shared? Maybe your understanding or misunderstanding, my understanding or misunderstanding. Let's have a discussion, right? And that's the same with anyone out here on the street that I've approached or has approached me. Have been open and willing to talk and discuss life and what's going on. So be informed about what's going on with the people. They're actually people. They have stories. They have history. They have issues going on that you may not be aware of. And so if you're making decisions on things that you're uninformed about, that's a recipe for disaster, right? Which is what the city council has done with these ordinances. They didn't do the research. They haven't talked to people on the street. There's several interviews on our page where I've asked city council president and the mayor if they've talked to people on the street, and they said no. So yeah, lack of information, lack of being informed, but making decisions for everybody from that position of lack. And remember, the word lack is synonymous with the word poverty. So the city council is impoverished in their understanding, and we can help enrich their lives, help them understand, help them be informed. And that's what we're trying to do with this page, help everybody here in the public be informed about what's going on. So peace and love to you. Have a great day, and Deo Presso Liber.